My only point is saying this because I want to get back to why we're here. The press has not treated these incredible people who've done such a great job. They haven't treated them fairly. They're way off. We were way ahead of schedule. And remember this, because the Times story was a fake. But remember this, everything we did, I was criticized because I was too early. If I waited longer, it would have been, you would have been criticized. If I went way early, if I went 3 months earlier, I would have been criticized for being way too early. So with all of that being said, we understand it. I think I've educated a lot of people as to the press. And I would love to be able to say that we have a very honest press. Honestly, John, there'd be nothing I would be more proud of if the press would work. And I don't mind being criticized, but not when they're wrong. Not when people have done a great job.
The president decided to go on offense during the press conference for the task force, the coronavirus task force yesterday. And boy, oh boy, rarely would I tell you it might be worthwhile to go back and watch the actual back and forth. But the president's just had enough. He's had enough of the games, the childishness, the nonsense of the journos is something that the president has just, he no longer has any tolerance for it. He just doesn't want to hear it from them anymore. So here's what he did, and I was going to play it for you, but it's a really long, it's about 3 or 4 minutes long, and that's just too much for our radio purposes here. But he rolled out a video before the press conference. He rolled out a video where he had various journalists at the biggest networks coming out and saying that coronavirus was not going to be that big of a deal, shouldn't overreact to it. It's not going to be as bad as the flu, a lot of this. And then there was just a series of announcements from the president with the date at the bottom of the screen, starting with the travel ban. And then he gets into the emergency declaration. The various decisions that he made along the way based upon what the experts were saying and based upon what he was being told was necessary here. And so you have a president who is sick of allowing partisans to pretend that they're just bringing people facts and truth. He doesn't want to play that game anymore because they're not just bringing facts and truth. He knows that this is for them really a personal jihad. I mean, this is the effort of so many different journalists who feel like they've been snubbed and their role in the world is not what they thought it would be, and they don't have the access to the White House they would have had under Hillary Clinton. And he calls them out for their crap. He calls them on it, and they don't like that. And many of them view this moment of national crisis. Remember, it's a virus crisis and an economic crisis. So when I say crisis, it's really a moment of crises, two terrible things happening at the same time, and perhaps a third of unprecedented government overreach that, well, right now doesn't feel to some people like it's really that concerning. I think the precedent that has been set here is very concerning, but we'll hold off on that for a moment. The president decided he's had enough. He's had enough of the nonsense. He doesn't want to hear it anymore. And this stretches to a whole bunch of different issues. But, they played that video, and you have some CBS reporter, just another interchangeable, entitled, bratty hack, get into an exchange with the president that went something like this. Play 19.
The argument is that you bought yourself some time and you didn't use it to prepare hospitals. You didn't use it to ramp up testing. Right now,
you're so disgraceful. It's so disgraceful the way you say that. Let me just listen. I just went over it.
Or this rant supposed to make people
I just went over it
in an unprecedented crisis.
Nobody thought we should do it, and when I did it.
But what did you do with the time that you bought?
You know
the
we
month
did.
Of February.
You know we did. What do you do?
Month of February.
What do you do when you have no case in the whole United States?
You had cases
when
in February.
Excuse me, you reported it. 0 cases, 0 deaths on January 17th.
February, the entire
January.
month of
I said
February.
in January.
Your video has a complete gap.
On January 30th.
What did your administration do in February with the time that your travel ban bought you?
A lot. And in fact, we'll give you a list. What we did, in fact, part of it was up there. We did a lot. Look. You know you're a fake. you know that your whole network, the way you cover it, is fake. And most of you, and not all of you, but the people are wise to you. That's why you have a lower approval rating than you've ever had before, times probably 3.
Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.